Hello traders out there in Traderland. Look at this. Can you see it? Bitcoin on fire. Anyway, we're going to talk about stocks here going into the future here. I'm going to hit the ground running D7 here with Grok Trade. And let's go. If you look here at the markets as a whole, let's go over here to the spiders. The first thing I want to show to you is this. The S&P 500 spider is in a big rising wedge. Big rising wedge. That's more bearish than it is bullish. And if you look here, we have a MACD centered oscillator with a lower highs there. That's a bearish divergence. So you're going up in a rising wedge, you have a bearish divergence. Guys, we could be finding a top in the markets right now. That's what we're looking at this moment. If you look here at the diamonds, diamonds are already starting to roll over. Look at these two blue lines. See these two lines here? We're going up. We had this nice upper channel. We broke that trend line. Now we're going and look at these two lines. It's a rising wedge again with a bearish divergence on the MACD centered oscillator. It's bad news, guys. Now at this very moment, we're coming up. We have a high base that it's making at this moment. That's statistically and technically more bullish than it is bearish. However, in the confines of all the technical analysis or all the chart that we look at all the price action, we are more bearish than we are bullish at the moment. The Qs, NASDAQ, big rising wedge. We're at support. You can see that right there. You can see we're right here at support. We go up, we drop, we hit support. We should rally higher. But look at this. We don't have too much breathing room going up here into this apex. This is a rising wedge with a bearish divergence on the MACD centered oscillator. If you look here, first, let me look at this. Look how we go. This is the spiders in an uptrend. Look at the diamonds. We were in an uptrend, but we're going into a less of an uptrend. If you look here at the NASDAQ, we're in an uptrend, okay? Now watch this. This is the small caps. This is the Russell's 2000. We were in an uptrend, then we go into a sideways trend, and now we're starting to trend downward, right? Bad news. Financials, same thing. We were in an uptrend going up, and here I'll show you the bearish divergence. Do you see this to there? Look how we're going higher here, lower there. There's a bearish divergence. If you don't know what I was talking about, let me explain it to you. Here, any line that I have going on here to here, I should have the same line down here. I don't. This one's going up. This one's going down. That spells danger. And we go down. We broke a trend line. That's why you got such a big move here on the financials down. Then we chop sideways. We're in a lot of trouble here. So in other words, if I go back to the Russell's 2000, sideways to down. This is a bear flag, by the way. You go down. This is a bear flag. This thing is ready to go bearish. NASDAQ still going up, but a rising wedge. Look for that to drop, guys. I know I'm going over this over and over again, but diamonds, big rising wedge. We're at resistance. It should drop, but we do have a high base. Let's see if we go higher. The spiders in a resistance area in an uptrend with a big bearish divergence. So don't let that be lost on you. This is so important that you understand this. I threw a lot at you in just 3 minutes. If we go over here to the weekly charts, and I want to do weekly charts on spider, and you can see we're up at resistance, and we get a spinning top, okay, at this top. That's a candlestick reversal pattern. If you look here at the monthly chart, because the month is over now, guys. Month is over. If you look here at, not Roku, we want to do this. Look how we're up. We are so extended out there in the markets, guys. This is problematic. And the thing I want you to look at is the MACD could be ready to cross over at an extreme high, at a really extreme high here. If I go, and I'm using, just by the way, I'm using the trading view. In trading view, look how we are way over 70 right now. Way over 70. Guys, this is a bad news on relative strength. This is a good place for reversals, okay, to take place. This is again on the monthly chart. The diamonds on the monthly charts up. We get a hanging man, 2 hanging mans in a row. The Qs, we were above this trend line. Let me go to a line chart so you can really see it. Line, up. Then we broke it, and now that line is acting as resistance. And look here. bearish divergence. We're going up here, up, but we're going down here. That is bad news on the bigger time frame. This is on the monthly, by the way. The month is over with now. If I go back to the candlesticks, look here at the Russell's 2000. Look at the big damage on the month already, guys. The people are showing their cards by getting out of small caps companies, because those small cap companies are deemed more risky. So you'll see them get out of that before you'll see them get out of, like, the Dow 30, for example. Dow 30 still gave us for the month a bullish activity. Not the small caps, big time bearish activity. Not good. Financials, same thing. The last 2 months in financials have been bearish. The only hope that we have is we have this hammer coming in. But look at this. We have a crossover on the MACD centered oscillator for the last 2 months on the financials monthly charts. So let's go back to the daily charts. Look at these. I'm using TradingView. There's a link down down below in the description. But here's the U.S. dollar and a big uptrend, guys. Bull pullback. U.S. dollar is really strong. It's going to play havoc on the markets. But silver is bullish. Big bearish divergence, the bullish divergence, big falling wedge with the bullish divergence. That's really good. Look for more upside opportunity with silver. Gold, not as excited about because it's down, down, down. We have a bear flag. Look for a drop there. But if I pull in more data, you can see we're in a big triangle. But we're a triangle staying at support. Look for that to break down. I just don't like that. The VIX is still staying under 20, which it needs to, but look how it's a falling wedge with a bullish divergence again. I don't have that drawn in, but you can see it. So the VIX is trying to rise higher. And Bitcoin had a 30% run in just a matter of a week and a half or so. Bitcoin, come on, man. I own me a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we're having that rally. Everything's looking good there. And Ethereum, I have a bunch of Ethereum. I don't have an Ethereum shirt on right now, but I have one in the closet. I bought a bunch of them. So I'm bullish on crypto, guys. We have big swings. If you can't stomach them, that's fine. But Bitcoin is something that's seriously, and Ethereum and some others, seriously something I think you should have in your portfolio. Do 10%, 15%, 20%. Do some measure your portfolio. Have that exposure in cryptocurrency. And you're going to get the biggest bangs. I'm telling you, when it was at 1,000, people thought it was overvalued. At 5,000, overvalued. At 10,000, overvalued. 20,000, 40,000, 60,000. And people think that it won't go any higher than 60,000. Are you kidding me? It's going to go to 100,000, 200,000. It's just a numbers game. There's no way it can't do that. Now, I'm getting ready to show you guys a lot of stuff. I'm going to go through some technical stocks and there's a big problem with Apple right now. I'm going to show you some big time issue opportunities and issues with some tech stocks. And right before I do, I want to share with some. I have to share this, okay? I am sorry for some of you that we can't accept you as students. Please do not be offended by us saying no to you. I'm on a soapbox here. I've got to share this with you. But if we deem you that you are a gambler, we can't accept you. It's not that we don't love you, that we don't want you to be with us. But if we believe that you are a gambler and you cannot be coachable, you are not a good fit for Grok Trade. We want killers only. We want killers only. If you cannot be emotionally stable in such a way where you don't let the fear and greed sleep in, you don't have to have that endorphin rush when you're trading. If you can be sober-minded as a trader, okay, somebody who can be coached, somebody who can say, I'm going to throw away all my thinking, all my ideas, all my studies because it hasn't worked for me, in exchange for formalized trading education. Then we can work with you. At that point, we have something to work with. But all I ask you is don't be offended if we tell you no. A no is probably the best thing for you, because a yes is going to bring nothing but frustration to you and us. We've been training and teaching for 14 plus years, and I have been we are picky now. Do you know that we only mentor 3 days out of the month? 10% of the time, 10% of our year is all we devote to giving back, to helping other traders. So don't be that guy or gal, okay, that can't be coachable, that you're an individual that's just, because let me just tell you what it is. Here are the two things. Number one, can you be disciplined? Meaning that, can we give you a series of methodologies and skill sets that you can use and you will abide by, and you won't break rules and you won't find ways to take a winning system and lose at it, okay? Can you be that person? Number two, can you be the person who is mentally, emotionally just sober-minded, that you have a strong resolve? If you have that, you have the makings to be a superstar in the markets. And we are begging for those type of people, because we want our students to do better than all the other students out there. We want them making more money than all the other students out there. And so it's just the perfect match. So when we say no, it's just part of the game, okay? We can be picky, and we are being picky. And some of you guys are just getting butthurt over it. And I need you to be okay with us saying no to you, okay? Whew, soapbox, I'm off of it. Let me go into some stocks here. Now, this is not a buy and sell. I might be saying buy and might sell. This is educational purposes only. I'm not seek a registered investment advisor, okay? This is not me saying you should buy or should sell, period. I'm on record saying that. We are education only. Now, what I'm going to do is get into a lot of tech stocks. And I want, type into the things down below if you're still here. Most of you guys peeled off when I went on my rant, browbeating some of you who are not happy with the fact that we tell you no. If you would, I want to know what your biggest holding is. Just say what I don't care how many shares you have, how many contracts you have, and what size your account is. It's none of my business or anybody else's business. What I'm interested in is what's your biggest holding today. It can be different tomorrow. I don't care. Just today, what's your biggest holding? What is it that you hold? Your biggest holding. So that's what I want you to look at. Okay, now, or down in the things below, biggest holding, or what do you wish was your biggest holding? But if you wish it was your biggest holding, put I wish. Don't put Bitcoin because it's gone up 30% in just a matter of a week and a half. If it's not your biggest holding, say I wish I had Bitcoin, last week and a half. Okay, let's get to this. So Apple, here's the problem, guys. This is a big time issue. See this trend line going up? We broke that trend line. That's a double top. That's an M for a murder. M for murders. You guys see the M for murder. Everyone thinks we're okay here. No, Apple is a sell. Take profits on Apple. No, I shouldn't tell you. I'm saying if I was holding Apple, I'd be taking profits. That's what I meant to say, okay? That's what I meant to say. AMD is on fire, had great earnings and doing exceptionally well. I wish I had AMD in my portfolio. Amazon, big earnings came out, big hit, and it broke a major trend line. I am glad I don't have Amazon in my portfolio. Baba, in a big time downtrend, has earnings coming up. That's what the E is down there. I don't like holding over earnings. Baidu, big falling wedge, bullish divergence on the MACD. I like an opportunity to buy Baidu to the upside. We have earnings, so the problem is I don't like to hold over earnings, but I like Baidu technically. Booking is a big downtrend. It's a falling wedge with a bullish divergence. I'm liking Booking a lot, and but we have earnings coming up. Not interested to hold over earnings. Cisco is a big rising wedge. Not liking that. I don't see the bearish divergence, but the problem is it's pinching. It's something I'm just not interested in. Right here, Catfish had earnings, popped up higher. I may or may not own. I call it Catfish. It's Cognizant Technologies. It's the ticker symbol that gets me. See this? CTSH. It looks like Catfish to me. I really like what I'm seeing here. And eBay hasn't had earnings yet. Big sell-off. Holy smokes. That's well before earnings. What was the news today? I didn't see that. Tell me what the news was on earnings in your comments below. Why the massive sell-off? Why a 7% sell-off when it's not earnings yet? That is crazy. But anytime you break that trend line, you're in bad shape. So eBay, big time sell in my book. Facebook is in an uptrend, heading higher. You got a bull pullback, had earnings. I don't know. It's trending in the right direction. I'm fine. Google is great. I'm liking that a lot. I may or may not hold it. Google with an L. I may or may not hold it. GoPro, bad news. Big symmetrical triangle. We broke down that trend line, now acting as resistance. I'm not a fan of kind of a bear flag. We have earnings coming up. That earnings, they need a lot of help. Microsoft is up. I'm not a big fan of Microsoft right now. It's too high for me. But I'm really liking MU, Micro Technologies, bearish divergence, big falling wedge. I may or may not hold this. I'm liking this a lot. Just technically speaking, you shouldn't buy it. You should consult, an investment advisor. Big symmetrical triangle. It's just choppy sideways on Netflix. Netflix is one of those things that there's no trade here anytime soon. Okay, it's caught up in consolidation. Nvidia is up. Bear flag at a support level. Look for a sell opportunity there. I hate that for Nvidia because it doesn't make sense. But Oracle is up. This is, stay away from that. Take that. Planeter is bad, down, bear flag, and it broke a trend line today. Let me show you a line chart. You can see it there. It broke it. Big time sell. Not interested in that one iota. PayPal had earnings, sold off. I would not want that in my portfolio. Roku broke the trend line today, guys. Friday. Here's the line chart. You can see that it poked its head right below it. Bad news. Big time sell. Shopify broke the trend line. Big time, don't want it. Big rising wedge. Look for downside opportunity. Snap is up. I'm liking Snap a lot. Tesla broke it Thursday, broke out. I'm liking Tesla. I may or may not hold it. Twitter is up. Choppy sideways. Not interested in Twitter. So buy and sell. If you like it. Subscribe if you like more information just like this. So I threw a lot at you guys, and I'm done. I have nothing to talk about. And man, I hope I haven't ticked off anybody. And I know some of you are thinking I'm just talking about you. And here's what, I'm not talking about anybody specifically. And please understand that. We say no to a lot of people, okay? If we don't think that there's a match, we just don't take it personal. I love every one of you, and I wish we could help everybody. We only have a couple mentors, and we only mentor 3 days a month. We only want to choose and bring on the people who we think have the best chance of making a killing in the markets. So let me just settle down here and tell you, what is a good student? A good student is one who says, I've tried it, I can't do it, I need help, and I'm willing to be a blank slate. I'm willing to be rewired. That is a good student. Let me share with you another good student, somebody who's already a blank slate. If you're already a blank slate, please let us mold you the right way. Because sometimes people have these bad habits or these bad emotional, so let me give you an example. What happens is, especially somebody that has a lot of emotion, okay? This is me putting on the mentor hat. If you have a lot of emotion, you become that gambler. Your endorphin rush and the adrenaline rush for fear that comes in, those things start to cause you to make or to justify bad behavior, okay? Let me explain to you what I mean by that. Your emotions, the concept is your emotions justifies bad behavior. That makes for a bad student for us. Let me give you an example. Let's say you know how to trade, you've been trading, you know what stop losses are, you have stop losses in. For all of you that don't know what it is, you're in a trade right here. You put a stop loss in, meaning if it drops, the broker will automatically sell for you, so you get out of the trade. That's my button on my jacket that keeps hitting this. It will just sell you. So you're in the trade right here. You got a stop loss here, and it goes down, 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 and it stops you, and it gets you out of the trade. That's how you can take care of your reward to risk ratio, because you have to be able to calculate your numbers. We teach you all that, so you have more reward than risk. Now, but let's say you don't know how to set your stop loss right, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I would rather, instead of having my stop loss down there where I'd lose 50 cents, I'd rather lose 5 cents, and you put your stop loss there. Okay, the trade opens, you're up here with the stop loss that's really tight, you get stopped out. The next time you put a stop loss in and you put it too tight, you stop out. You do it again and you're like, whoa, I keep stopping out, but the stock goes in the direction I thought it would go in. So you were technically right, but the stop loss kept stopping you out for a loss, okay? Now, that fear of stopping out causes you to say, that stop loss is the enemy. So now I need to get rid of my stop loss, because if I didn't have my stop loss, I would have made $2 here, $4 there, $2.50 here. You calculate all the wins. The greed and your fear of stopping out again says, well, let's get rid of that fear by getting rid of my stop loss. Let's perpetuate my endorphin rush on the chance of greed coming in and making money, because I saw it in the past. So you know that, past results always means future guarantees, right? I'm joking there, of course not. So what happens is you broke a major rule, trading without protection. Trading without protection, meaning you traded without a stop loss. If you trade without a stop loss, it is statistically impossible, mathematically impossible to calculate any reward to risk ratio, because your true risk is 100% of that trade, that stock, going to zero. That's very real risk. So to be able to have a reward to risk ratio, you have to have the right numbers in place, and you have to have a stop loss in place to make sure that your risk only stays at X. You allowed your emotions to cause you to remove a stop loss, so your emotions justified bad behavior. Your bad behavior was moving a stop loss, and now your risk amplified tenfold. So that's one example of what I mean. So the perfect student is one who can say, well, if we give you rules, we're really good at taking the complexities of trading and make them simple. And because we've been doing it a long time, so what we've really been able to do is hone in. I've been trading in the markets 23 years. Romulus has been in 25 plus years. Mark's been in, 10 years now. So Mark the Meerkat. And you put all of our experiences together, our curriculum is just rock solid for the right person. For the right person. So anyway, and yes, we allow you to bring somebody free of charge, and you can do that. And you don't have to fly to us. We do everything through Zoom. But if you bring your friend or your spouse, make sure that they're as interested in trading as you are. You want somebody who can act as Batman and Robin, Starsky and Hutch. You need to work. Two minds are better than one. And like I have this one group. It was a father son, and they're down here in Florida with me. Man, I should actually look them up. I live here in Tampa now. I just moved here. But what's interesting is one of them did the fundamental analysis, finding the best stocks to trade. The other one did the trading using technical analysis to know when to get in, when to get out. And they were a perfect match coming together, father, son. Matter of fact, they both bought themselves the matching Beamers, BMWs. Pretty cool. So anyway, you don't have to trade with somebody. Most of us are solo traders, which is fine. But it's always kind of nice when you can have somebody trade with. What's nice also for our students, we all have our private group, very exclusive on Facebook. and we all get there and we chat together. And we also do Discord, and that's not just for students. That's for anybody. The link is below. You'll see the link next to me, but you can look up Grok Trade on Discord. Discord is an app you can put on your phone or on your computer, and it's just an open forum to come in to chat with one another in different areas. You can talk about day trading, swing trading. You can talk about stocks, options. You can talk about anything you want to, cryptocurrency. You can just get in there and engage and talk, so you're not on an island by yourselves. And man, this monologue has gone on too long. I'm just droning on and on. I should be done. If you like it. Be sure to hit follow if you want more content like this. Take care, guys, and we will catch you all later. And put in at the very bottom what your biggest holding is right now. I'm really interested in hearing what you guys say there. Now, watch this super cool CGI jet thing.